I welcome all of you, and you are watching the regular group discussion series on group discussion. What are the current relevant topics from where GD topic can come and GD can be conducted. So recently now in public sector, as you see, IOCL, HPCL mein group discussion, group task things are going on, and many other PSUs will come and campus placements and all. So I have come out with another very important topic, and I believe this topic is going to remain very important for the next couple of months also, and that is National Asset Monetization Pipeline. Couple of years back, Government of India came out with the National Infrastructure Pipeline. I will discuss that also. That if we want to build the infrastructure in India, roads and all, we need money. From where that money will come? Earlier government thought it will come from disinvestment and privatization of the public sector. Public sector को बेच देंगे या disinvest कर देंगे, पैसा आ जाएगा, लेकिन आया नहीं, because private players could not come forward to purchase a big public sector. Now government is thinking of another thing, that let's give the asset of government. Government का asset क्या होता है? Land of government, building of government, infrastructure of government, maybe some company of government on lease to private players. Now it will have couple of benefits. Number one, government is not selling, government is not privatizing, they are saying I am giving on lease. And second is, private player can invest with less money also and get some kind of asset. तो huge investment शायद private player को ना करनी पड़े. I give you one example of asset monetization. What is the example of asset? Asset means मेरी property, monetization, उसका पैसा लेना, my property and I am getting money from that. When you give your building on rent to some tenant, आपने घर रेंट पे दिया, वो भी आपका asset monetization का example है. रेंट में मंथली मैं रेंट ले रहा हूँ और मैंने अपना घर उसको दे रखा है for 1 year 2 years, that is the lease you sign. Similarly आपने लैंड अपनी लीज पे दे दी पेट्रोल पंप को, and there is a petrol pump coming now, and petrol pump fellow company of petrol pump signed a lease document with you for 20 years. That means for 20 years now that land will be used by, though that is your land, but that will be used by petrol pump, and in return they will give you money. Now think of if government gives its asset, let's say a land of government, there is some land of government, and government says okay, who wants to take it on lease, take this land on lease, give money to us. This is called asset monetization. Abhi which type of asset government is going to monetize, and what is the target, and whether it is good or bad, how it is going to help us, that is the topic which is called National Asset Monetization Pipeline. Now this is the 4-year plan to lease out government asset such as road is very important, railways is very important, gas pipeline is very important, telecom sector is very important, aviation sector is very important. I will give you the list of the asset, but most important asset is road and railways. Government will give its roads and railways. You have already seen that how toll roads are made, toll tax उस पे लिया जाता है. Private player is going to make road very good, put toll tax there and collect the toll tax for a couple of years. That is the method. That is one of the example. So for 4 years, and the money which government is going to get, government is going to build new infrastructure, maybe bridges, roads with that particular money. So we need to increase the public expenditure. You know, because of the COVID and all, we are in recession. Indian economy is in recession. Even global economy also is in recession because of COVID. No business activity is going on. To bring the economy out of now recession, you need to push, you need to pump a lot of money in the market. You need to pump a lot of money in the market if you want to bring the economy out of the recession. Now, one of the ways to bring economy out of recession and to generate employment is expenditure. So let's get the money, 6 lakh crore, let's get 6 lakh crore, that is the target they have kept. For next 4 years we will collect 6 lakh crore and pump this money in the market and develop the infrastructure. People will get employment and economy will come into the out of the recession. So we need to increase public expenditure, and you know there are some kind of assets, brownfield assets they are called. I gave you the names of these assets where basically you can get the monetized, you can get the money, and this is that particular road, railway, power generation, telecom, shipping assets, etc. That is the in descending order. So maximum you are targeting from 1.6 lakh crore you are targeting from road, 1.5 lakh crore you are targeting from railways, and power generation 45,000 crore, something like that. So all these figures are in crores. 1.6 lakh crore out of 6 lakh crore from roads, 1.5 lakh crore. So 3 lakh crore out of 6 lakh crore are from roads and railways. Like some railway station will be privatized. Privatized in the sense some private player will come, okay, take this railway station, start operating it. This passenger train, this track, passenger track, let's say Chandigarh to Delhi, passenger track, private player will take, something like that. This is the meaning of asset monetization. What are the important points you need to remember? 6 lakh crore to be collected in next 4 years. Government is neither selling nor privatizing, but it is getting money through its asset. So these assets which are otherwise not generating sufficient money, they will start giving you some kind of benefit or monetization can be done. So total value is, out of the total, next 4 years mein this is how you are going to collect. In financial year 22.88, 1.6 lakh crore, 1.7 lakh crore, 1.67 lakh crore. So next 4 years mein this is the target which we have kept from National Monetization Pipeline Plan. So government is to monetize 26.7 thousand kilometer of road, 90 passenger trains, 400 railway stations. So you will find that some private player has now taken some railway station on lease. You will find that, okay, this railway station is not of Indian Railway now, but it is of, let's say, Tata's, or maybe Ambani's. This is of private player, and for the next 25 years now Ambani's will be taking care of this railway station, and government is going to get money out of that. Other assets are airport, warehousing, all these things. This is how it goes. So top 3 sectors are road, railway and power. These are the top 3 sectors. This is how it goes. So what are the assets for monetization? Which assets are there you can monetize? So they are now, as I told you, roads, rail, transmission line, national gas pipeline, power generation, oil pipeline, telecom, mining, airports, stadiums. So this all is government putting on monetization. Whosoever wants to take it, come forward, bidding लगाएंगे और हम इसको lease पे दे देंगे. That is what is the plan. Okay, lease out the asset of the government to collect the money. Government will lease out for longer duration its assets to the private player. It includes all these things. So actually this money collected will be used for 110 lakh crore national infrastructure pipeline. So couple of years back government conceived of an idea that we want to build an infrastructure in the country. It was called National Infrastructure Pipeline. So government wants to build infrastructure. So that was the concept. The fund generated will be used basically to fund infrastructure development in India. This spending will further boost economy and generate the employment along with new infrastructure in the country. So what is asset monetization plan? रेलवे से हमारा जो टारगेट है वो ये है, 21-22 में इतना टारगेट है, 50 स्टेशन, 150 प्राइवेट पैसेंजर ट्रेन्स, टेलीकॉम से हमारा इतना टारगेट है. So just go through these targets and some points only you need to remember and they are sufficient. 20 asset classes are created. So all these assets which I want to now monetize, there are 20 classes में इसको divide किया मैंने, roads में, airport में, ऐसे मैंने 20 classes में उसको classify किया है. And there are 12 ministries which are basically identified under which this asset comes. तो 12 ministries के अंदर ये asset आता है. Different models will be used, like if there is a highway, if highway is privatized तो उस highway के ऊपर हम we will create very good restaurant or very good motels, hotels and motels, and that will also generate further. So different models कि पैसे को कैसे circulation में लाना है and how I am to basically bring economy back on its how to bring the economy back to its running mode and bring the country out of the recession. So if private player can run the business in this particular asset, I also give you another example, though it is not, they have not I think put it on this thing. There is a government school building and there is no student in the government school studying, and that location is prime location. Why government cannot give it to the private school player and say that okay, you give me monthly this much money or annually this much money, and at the same time for the next 30 years you take this land on lease, something like that can be done, right? So main roads, 27% comes from road, 25% comes from railway. So more than 50% comes from road and railways only. And if you add this power also, then 27, 25%, 15%, it is more than 60% comes 65% from these three sectors. Toll operate transfer model was already there, where you used to make a toll and then you used to basically earn through that particular toll. What are the challenges? You know, idea is great. Like earlier also, government got many ideas, privatization of the, you know, disinvestment of public sector, privatization of public sector, but nobody could come forward to purchase that. So idea is great, but what about implementation? Second is, can government get private investment through this particular model? Can private player, will private player come forward and give this money to government? That is another challenge, because in the recession even private player do not have money, and we are targeting only Indian player as of now, right? Third is, will that lease be in favor of government? Because lease sometimes cannot be in favor of government also. So lease document is to very cautiously prepared. It should be beneficial to private player also, and at the same time for government also it should not be exploitative. Is it like selling the precious asset like family silver? You know, घर में पड़े वो जो बर्तन है, सिल्वर के बर्तन है, उसको बेचना नहीं चाहिए. बेच के अगर बेनिफिट हो रहा है तब सही है, लेकिन ऐसे नहीं बेचना चाहिए. तो इज गवर्नमेंट गोइंग टू यूटिलाइज द मनी विच एक्चुअली इज गोइंग टू कम, और मीट डे टू डे एक्सपेंडिचर एंड दैट विल गो वेस्ट, बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट का एसेट ऐसे वेस्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. तो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट? Will the money so collected be used actually for infrastructure development? So government is planning that we want to use this for some particular infrastructure development. So will government be actually using that for infrastructure development or not? So these are some of the challenges for that. So national asset monetization pipeline can be a great support for national infrastructure pipeline. जो हम infrastructure बनाना चाहते हैं, पैसा उसके लिए चाहिए. Government can bring economy back out of recession, but then implementation is the most important thing. We have seen in the past, government comes out with many policies, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Make in India plan. So there are so many programs. We have started with lot of motivation and lot of, you know, hope, but implementation part is something which is to be seen in this case also. That is all about this important topic. Prepare it for group discussion. Thank you.